Formagi YouTube video k lia oper jo tum ny story lik kdhs k oper tai men strong hook lik k do. Hook jandar. Suspenseful our curiosity si barpor hona chaye k mary vauer engage ho jn our video ko ntk decken title, Veil of Mist. The mist clung to the ground like a living thing. It wrapped around my ankles, cold and damp, seeping through my skin. The forest was silent, yet it felt crowded. Every breath tasted of wet earth and something faintly metallic. I took one step forward, and the mist shifted as if it noticed me. The trees stood tall, their shapes blurred, their branches dissolving into gray. My footsteps sounded too loud, echoing where no echo should exist. The air pressed against my ears, thick and heavy. I felt watched, though my eyes saw nothing but fog. A sudden chill ran along my spine, slow and deliberate. The smell changed, sharp and unfamiliar. My heart began to beat harder, each thump louder than the last. I reached out my hand, and it vanished into the white haze. Something brushed against my fingers, warm and trembling. I pulled my hand back, breath shaking. Behind me, a soft sound rose from the mist. It was not wind. It was not an animal. The sound carried a rhythm, almost like breathing. The ground beneath my feet felt uneven, sinking slightly. Cold moisture crept up my legs, tighter with every second. The mist thickened, swallowing the path I had taken. I turned slowly, panic blooming in my chest. A dark shape formed ahead, taller than any tree. It moved without sound, closer with each breath I took. My skin prickled as the air grew warmer near it. The shape leaned forward, and the mist parted just enough for me to see something shift within it. The shape inside the mist twitched, slowly unfolding. Its surface rippled like wet fabric pulled over moving bones. I felt my throat tighten as the air vibrated with a low hum. The sound pressed into my chest, heavy and oppressive. My ears rang, yet the forest remained unnaturally quiet. The mist began to rise, lifting from the ground in thin streams. Cold droplets clung to my face, sliding down like slow tears. My breath grew shallow, each inhale sharp and uneven. The smell of metal intensified, filling my nose and mouth. I tasted it on my tongue, bitter and dry. The ground shifted beneath me, softening like soaked soil. My boots sank deeper, resisting every attempt to move. A faint warmth radiated from the towering shape ahead. It felt wrong, like heat without comfort. The mist peeled away in layers, revealing fragments of form. Something like skin stretched and tightened, pale and uneven. Veins pulsed beneath it, dark and restless. The hum grew louder, vibrating through my bones. My vision blurred as pressure built behind my eyes. A shadow passed across the mist, circling me. I turned, but the movement vanished instantly. My heart pounded so hard it drowned my thoughts. The air thickened, heavy with moisture and decay. Each breath felt borrowed, temporary. A whisper brushed past my ear, faint and breathless. I froze, every muscle locked in place. The whisper carried no words, only intent. My skin crawled as unseen movements stirred behind me. The mist swirled faster, spiraling upward like a slow storm. The towering shape leaned closer, blocking what little light remained. I felt its presence pressing into my mind. Images flickered behind my eyes, unclear and distorted. Dark corridors, endless fog, faces half-formed and watching. A sudden pulse of heat surged through the air. The ground trembled, sending ripples through the mist. Something beneath the soil shifted and stretched. A deep vibration rolled upward, like a growl buried underground. My legs shook as the earth tightened around my boots. The towering shape extended something downward. It moved like an arm, but bent in too many places. Mist dripped from it, sliding off in thick drops. The drops hissed when they touched the ground. Steam rose, carrying a sharp, burning scent. My chest burned as I inhaled. The whisper returned, louder now, closer. It brushed against my thoughts, not my ears. The sound crawled through my head, searching. I clenched my jaw, fighting the pressure building inside. The mist around my feet surged upward, wrapping my legs. It tightened slowly, deliberate and firm. My pulse raced, pounding against my ribs. The towering shape loomed directly above me now. The warmth intensified, unnatural and suffocating. My vision narrowed, edges darkening. A faint outline formed within the mass above. Something resembling a face began to surface. Hollow spaces opened where eyes should be. They reflected nothing, absorbing all light. The hum shifted into a deeper tone. It resonated through the ground and into my spine. My teeth chattered, not from cold but from tension. The mist climbed higher, pressing against my chest. Each breath became harder to draw. The whisper sharpened, filled with urgency. The sound carried memory and hunger intertwined. I felt a pull deep inside, like a hook catching thought itself. The shape tilted its head, studying me. The fog around its face thinned just enough to reveal movement within. Shapes slid beneath its surface, rearranging endlessly. My mind reeled, struggling to focus. The forest around me faded, swallowed by white and gray. Only the towering presence remained. A slow vibration traveled from it into the air. The mist responded, surging and folding in waves. My feet loosened slightly as the ground shifted again. The warmth became intense, almost burning. The whisper turned into a chorus, layered and overlapping. It filled the space around me, above and below. I felt surrounded by unseen forms. Something brushed my shoulder, then vanished. Another touch grazed my back, light and fleeting. My breathing grew erratic, chest tightening with every sound. The towering shape lowered itself further. Its presence felt closer than touch. The mist surged upward, blinding me completely. Sound dulled, replaced by a deep internal ringing. My thoughts slowed, stretched thin. The whisper pressed hard.